Hi guys, this is Craig at Sounds Good Sound. Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm looking at the data dump generator. I've been testing it out for the last few days. It's designed by DJ House and Lucretia, and it's actually available now on the uttu.club Bandcamp. It's a random sample playback device. We can drop a selection of samples in it, including the custom sound set that DJ House has supplied himself from his own music, or we can put our own in, and it's going to enable us to randomly play them samples back sequentially according to the MIDI patterns we create, and also some probability amount of whether that sample will play or not. So I think it's probably easier for me just to jump on the screen, show you what it's about and what I've been doing with it, and explain it from there really. So here it is. This is the data dump generator. So we've got 5 controls plus this cue point, data range, decay, dump amount, and detune. So at the moment that might not mean much to you. So let's first start getting some samples prepared to put into this device, and I'm sure all will become apparent. So I'm going to chop some break beats up. I'm going to take the Angles break. What else shall I go for? Tell you what, let's have a little kick drum just for the background. Let's make it a banger. Stutter, control stutter break. Oh, I've got to have an aiming in there. Atlantis, very nice. My favourite break from this pack. I'm using again Jungle 89 to 99. Check it out. It's full of like ridiculously good drum breaks. All the best breaks are in here. Worries, yeah, definitely. Right, cool, that'll do. Right, so at the moment they're probably going to sound a bit naff. I'm going to put them into repitch mode. That one's actually alright. Atlantis Amen. I think it looks like we're going to have to stretch this ourselves. Put a little trig point there. Don't want to move it out too much to start to sound a bit weird. Just go for half a bar. You're going to see why. Don't need that much of each sound, to be honest. Whoop. Let's take 1 bar of the old Pesh break. Repitch mode. If you're wondering why I'm using that, I've done another video on how to use breakbeats at different tempos, specifically kind of more housey tempos. It just sounds more like playing a 12/10, faster and slower, a bit more natural sounding. Right, sweet. So I want to start resampling these now, and then they're going to go into the project folder, into the recorded sample area in there, something like that. Samples. Okay, so that's this. I want to resample this channel into this channel, and you'll see what I'm on about in a sec. So at the moment it's just going to sample a full loop of a bar, so I want to actually set it to sample just 16ths. Just stop that a sec. Yeah. Them two actually sounded quite good for a second together. But yeah, I've also pre-named that channel breaks straight away before I've recorded in, and you'll see why just now. So I'm going to go to my project folder, desktop, dump genvid, samples. So this is the project I've created, recorded samples. So these have all been named break, otherwise it'll just be named like audio 3, and just kind of then becomes a bit more confusing. So I'm going to rename this folder breaks, and now it's time to Time to start using the data dump generator. So click clear samples in case anything's loaded in. This is its default settings. I'm going to load a folder, and simple as this. Go to these breaks. You can load any folder of audio in this. Like, I don't know if it's MP3 compatible, but it's working with AIR files and WAVs and all that. So I'm sure, yeah, the technicals of that you'll find out yourself. But yeah, I've loaded these in, and we should be able to just start. I can play each one back chromatically. But as you can see, I was just sampling them little short chops into here and resampling them. So what I'm wanting to do, this kind of, I feel this works really well with just little short samples, and it's really cool for getting kind of glitchy rhythms and, you know, kind of dream-like, wish I could be Aphex Twin type stuff, but probably never. Right, so get that kick playing. Let's have a bit of fun. So yeah, at the moment, that cue point is going to tell which sample of that set to play. Now, we can also play through these samples in a random fashion by setting the data range. We've got decay amount there as well. Detune them. It's obviously going to throw them out of time. So it doesn't like re-warp the samples. Now we can also set the dump amount, and that's just going to give you a probability of whether that sample is going to play back or not. So I've set that to 50. We've got like a nice. So yeah, that way you're going to kind of get, yeah, just like 50% probability of playing these notes. But obviously if we take a few notes out, things are only going to happen when there's MIDI in there to trigger them. But obviously there's only a 50% chance of these now playing. Could maybe add some bit of delay on that. I'll just stick to the Ableton delay. I'm pretty sure the plugin's not going to cost a fortune, but if anyone wants to throw me 100 quid, I'll shot you a copy, no bother. What am I looking for? It's a bit of delay. Well, let's get another dump generator open. That's what the video's about. Let's make a little bass line from it right quick. Clear samples, load a folder. I'm going to go sample library. I'm going to go, look how neat that is. I love it. Jungle pack. Let's get a bass. Load this bass folder up. Let's see what that MIDI we're doing, and just move some bass notes around this. It's all very random. I'm not like trying to get too technical here. Like I say, I think the beauty of this thing is just about just throwing stuff in, experimenting, and getting something joyous and wonderful out of it. Let's actually extend some of these out. Right, we've also got this randomizer here, so it's like a little Turing machine type thing. It's just going to put a sample and hold over the pitch, so it's not going to be like this beautiful quantized melody, but for trippy, acidy type stuff. Yep, sweet. That's kind of cool, kind of funky. Might put a little filter on that. Right, sound. Put this little bit of a drum bus on here. We'll just give it a bit of glue as well, glue comp. Okay, data dump generator part 3. Yeah, let's drop one in and let's go for a little melodic line. Stick to that same sample, pads, sound. Let's just go completely random here. Whack them in. Dump them out. I think I'm going to take decay down, it breaks a bit. But yeah, I mean, obviously, if you get a bit more clinical on selecting what samples you use, maybe you can have a load that are already in key, or have a little chord progression that you've like sampled the chords out and then drop them in, or field recordings, stuff like that. Just kind of keeping like little elements popping in and out of your track, but in a super, you know, it's so quick to use. I mean, you could set this percentage like super low here, dump them out. And yeah, it's kind of a good fun way just to, yeah, just, I don't know, just experiment really. Like I say, there's 5 parameters, but it, you know, sometimes having a bit less gives you more, if you know what I mean. You know, cliche number 1. But yeah, I mean, I think it sounds pretty decent. I think it's just, like I say, I know House has been using these techniques in his music. If you listen to it, lots of glitchy, randomized stuff going on, which is, yeah, and like he's giving you the opportunity to express some of that in your own tracks. And yeah, even I can use it. So it must be good. It must be easy. Riffs, hips and harps and hits. Here we go. So yeah, you can just use it as a sampler as well. There, see, I've dropped a load of samples in, but I've set the data range to 0, so it's always going to play whatever sample's set by the cue point there. So yeah, that's kind of like, you can then, yeah, just start building up your beat. Maybe not that one. There's a good old control break. Here it is. Put that back to a bar, that's what's going on. I can't click it in time. But yeah, I mean, obviously play about with it a bit further, but I think we've got the take some of that dump amount down there as well. And yeah, it's just one of them funky little plugins, you know. Yeah, you never know what you're going to get out of it, which is kind of nice because happy accidents can happen. Maybe a few miserable ones, but hopefully not. A bit of noise in there. Wobble amount. But yeah, I mean, it's all good. 909 hat loop. Let's take it to that next level. Wow. I mean, never been done. Old school. So yeah, anyone that's into a bit of randomized sample playback, grab a copy of the data dump generator. It's going to be available, I'm sure, on the Unknown to the Unknown Bandcamp, or just keep an eye out on their site as well if you want to find it and you've just come across this video. Or option 2, shot me 100 quid and I'll sort you out. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the video. I've had a lot of fun with this one, so hopefully yeah, keep watching them, keep liking them and all that, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers, bye bye.